Trouble is a-brewin'. Hey everybody, what's going on? Steel Boy here. Hope you're doing good and living the life. Well, it's time for another rant. And what's this rant going to be about? I am here because of the city of Leon Valley, Texas. Now, I live in San Antonio, and San Antonio is a huge city. But within San Antonio, you have several small cities that are their own municipalities. They have their own mayor, they have their own police force, and they have their own fire department. And that's what Leon Valley is. Okay, we're almost at our location. In fact, it's right over there. Right across the street. Here we are at the Leon Valley Police Department, City Hall, and court offices. Now, the incident I'm going to tell you about happened on Saturday afternoon, early Saturday evening, and it's a doozy. It happened right there on those front steps. All right, let's get into this. Now, this incident happened over a whole bunch of small incidences. And it started when an activist went into the police department / city hall / courthouses and went into an area that a lady said was fine for him to go in. The chief of police was there, and he told him he needed to get out. This was a restricted area. And the activist said, wait a minute, I was told I could be here. The chief said, fine, you need to leave now or you're under arrest. And he was saying, I had permission. The chief then placed him under arrest. There was a struggle because the activist thought he was doing nothing wrong, and the chief of police and I believe another officer arrested him. Now, the chief of police did not identify himself. Now, later on, this activist came back to file a complaint against the police officers, and they said he was not allowed to film in the building. And he said, you're allowed to film in City Hall, and you're allowed to film in the police department. And they said, no, these are court offices, you will have to go outside. He said he was there on official business. They said they'll give him the complaint, and they escorted him into the hallway, in which case they put him outside. Now, he got a major television station to come and interview him. After they were done interviewing him, they left, and then they came out and arrested him and anybody else who was there. They seized his camera, their cameras, and everybody's camera, and arrested them because they witnessed a crime. They confiscated the cameras and then released everybody without charge. Now, activists from around the country heard about this, and they came in. And a couple things led to another, and there were some activists who were arrested. Again, confiscation of cameras and cell phones and car keys and everything. The police went around looking for their cars, found their cars, and towed them. Now, all of this and a couple more incidents culminated into what happened on Saturday. All the activists were there trying to get the word out about how corrupt the Leon Valley Police Department is. The chief came out and said he was going to hold a press conference about 15 to 20 minutes. As they gathered, they noticed a whole lot of police presence. The chief came out and said he respected their rights, that they were exercising their constitutional rights, but said you're all under arrest. The police came out, arrested everybody, confiscated all of their cell phones and all of their weapons, and they do have weapons because Texas is an open carry state, and they confiscated all the weapons. Some people got their weapons back when they saw that they had proper licenses and stuff. Most of them were released without charges, but trespassed from City Hall. Some of them has charges that stuck. Now, they arrested some people from across the street as witnesses. Talk about witness tampering. Man, Leon Valley is about to get hit with a lot of lawsuits that violate people's constitutional rights. Now, some might say they were poking the bear, so to speak, and yeah, they kind of were. But so was Rosa Parks when she decided not to sit in the back of the bus. They were both exercising their constitutional rights. Now, I've had the opportunity to talk to a lady that lives here in Leon Valley, and she said she's been to a couple city hall meetings to protest her water bill. She said there was information that is legally not on the water bill that should be on the water bill, so she knows what they're charging for, and they just dismiss her. She also says she's complained because there's a cemetery there that is not handicap accessible. And the reason they gave her is she's not handicapped, so she doesn't have the right to complain about it. This shows you the operation of what's going on in Leon Valley. There's the American flag and the Texas flag flying, but in my opinion, there is nothing American or Texas-like about the way the Leon Valley Police Department is trampling on people's constitutional rights. Alright, that's going to do it for this rant. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, in the description below, I'm going to leave you a link to all the activist channels that were there, or at least most of them. So that way, you can see what's transpired over the past few days. You can check out their live streams and their vlogs and make a decision for yourself. Also, leave a comment. Let me know if you think the Leon Valley Police Department was justified in what they did, or if they truly were violating people's constitutional rights. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I think you're going to like what you see here. Leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down as well. Let me know if you liked it or didn't like it. Also, hit that bell notification. That way you'll know the next time I release a rant or a vlog. And as always, this is Steelboy. Catch you on the flip side.